When you head out to shoot, what accessories do you take with you? I thought I would share the things that I've packed in my backpack on every single shoot over the last decade. There are so many different things here, some which are more or less related to photography or video, but they are tools that help me get the job done. First things first, camera strap. I use one from Topo Designs. It's a rope strap. On the end of the strap, I've mounted a quick release plate from Peak Design, and then I used the small toggles on all my different cameras to enable me to just have one strap that can work on everything. Next up, the camera blower. It is such a useful tool, not only for blowing out the sensor itself, if it's raining or misty outside and the front of your lens is wet. Sometimes I'll use the camera blower rather than a lens cloth to actually push the water away. I've been using these aftermarket chargers from SmallRig and from RavPower, which allow 2 batteries to be charged at once. I actually have a few of these chargers, so I can charge, 6 or 8 batteries at a time, much easier than the single slot original chargers that come with the cameras. I've really been loving using these hot shoe clip-on microphones that have no cables. I've currently got one for my R5C from Canon. Super easy, I can just put it in my pocket, and then when I need to do a shot with audio, I can just clip it on, get that shot, and put it back in my pocket. I also carry with me the DJI Lav mics. I think they're amazing and they really changed the game for lav mic audio. The fact you can be so far away from the camera, in fact any distance, and get pure crystal clear audio that saves into the lav mic itself, truly a game changer. Next up is hard drives. I use these Samsung T7 Shields. They're very affordable and they allow 4 terabytes per drive. I also carry with me a larger 20 terabyte backup drive, either from Western Digital or from Seagate, and they're also very affordable solutions that I can allow for an overnight backup at the end of each shoot day. Next is a camera tool. And I pack this on every trip. I have a few of them around the studio just in case I can't find one. I use this tool a lot of the time for taking on and off the base plates of my tripods, fixing camera cages and mounting accessories, and it's only really 3 or 4 different sizes that everything uses. Next up is lighting. On the video side of things, I carry around this little aperture light which has both CCT values as well as HSL, so it can basically make any color. It also has 2 magnets on it so it can clip to any metal surface. Next up is tripod plates, which I actually carry a few extra, and I try to have them on any lens that has a collar or all my camera bodies. I use these slightly longer plates from 3-Legged Thing to enable better balancing options, and then I also have a couple of very small square ones for the camera bodies if I'm just going super lightweight. Let's move on now to the lens filters that I use. I have both circular polarizers and ND circular polarizers. I really like to have them just permanently mounted on all of my lenses if possible, for cutting those reflections and bright areas, for example on icebergs. I know this is specific to me as well, and maybe the environment that you're in doesn't call for CP filters, but it's very useful for the types of photos that I create. Moving on to a couple of less photography related but very useful accessories, one being binoculars. If you can find a small lightweight pair of binoculars that you can pack in your camera bag, if you're out photographing wildlife, it can really help to take the weight off of searching around with your telephoto lens, and instead you can be scouting for wildlife with the binoculars and then switch over to the camera if you find something. To finish up, how could I not bring up coffee? An essential travel photography item, the AeroPress Go, which fits perfectly into my Snow Peak cup. If it's a 2-day trip, I'll just grind some coffee at home, or if it's longer, I'll then bring a hand grinder with me as well. What is a trip without good coffee? So that concludes my most used accessories in photography and video. Please drop a comment below if you have any other items that you've found really helped in your workflow. Super curious to see what you guys pack in your bags. Thank you for being here. Subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this and also expedition reports, and I'll see you in the next video.